You know, this is a huge thing. We're all here. We're all getting this. Let's go, everyone. All right. This is called Decaying Eclipse. I tend to my mat. It's safe inside this pure flesh. My bones don't rattle. The corners crinkled. The rips lost in explosions. Is my mat safe? Maybe. Maybe vandalized? Your filthy shoes don't scare me. You aren't my air. We scream, we bleed, cry, die. It's not just the outside. The map is my mind. The edge sinks deeper. No names, they're not anymore. The labels are controlled by you, vacuous you. Just like the liberty it was once given. I'm numb and still, maybe. It's fine what you do to me. The marks are here too. Stay. Carried on top, the decay is untimely. I'm eclipsed by you. You make these choices. I'm obscured by the living. Where are my choices? Okay, thank you everyone. And now I have a little information that I wrote over here. With the rights of women's bodies. They're willing to time travel back to the years of immense sexism. We protested, we marched, we rallied, we got arrested, we lost our loved ones, we suffered through the pain that was sewn onto our shoulders. Why are we rewinding the liberty we created? There is no way we are going to stay silent. We will not let anyone claw into our bodies, treating us like they're puppets. We've been rallying for a few weeks now, and we need to do more. Get personal. Find ways that will get to people. Intersectionality. If they're passionate about one issue, why not the rest? They could be passionate about LGBTQ rights. If we tell them the discrimination that transgender people experience with abortion, they'd be more willing to fight. Black Lives Matter. Tell them the discrimination the community faces. They'll want to fight. We need to make noise! All right, let's rip the Band-Aid off the stigma. Let's make a difference. Wear green, break things, yell, make a difference! Overturn Roe!
Hell no!
Overturn Roe!
Hell no!
Overturn Roe!
Hell no!
Overturn Roe!
Hell no!
Thank you, everyone!
Mandate vasectomies!
All right, so I want to welcome everybody once again. I just wanted to get everybody to come closer and listen to the speakers. I wanted to make sure everybody knew that today is a national day of action. So y'all are here in New York City together with people across the country with the same uniting message. We will get into the streets and not stop until we make sure that the Supreme Court does not overturn the protection to safe legal abortions. Am I right? So I want to call on everybody. First, I want y'all to give a big applause to yourself for walking out of school, for getting out here into the streets today. And today we're gonna march. We're gonna hear some speakers and then we're gonna march. And we're gonna go out there in the streets and we're gonna be loud as hell. And we're gonna call on everybody else. That's right, we're gonna call on everybody else to change their afternoon plans and to march with us. And then to go back out the next coming days and call on everybody that they know to join us and to continue to join us in the streets, because we have a limited amount of time before the Supreme Court comes down with a decision. So I want to make sure everybody goes to the website riseupfораbortionrights.org and sign up to a national summit this Sunday online. Everybody here, you are recruited to become an organizer for Rise Up for Abortion Rights, to go and impact society and grab more people to join us in the streets.
Up next, we have some kids from the gun violence protest, which I would like to applaud. Amazing job, everybody! Okay, so I'll be handing the mic over to them.
I heard you spoke at the graduation.
Hello, everyone.
my name is Eliza Paula. I'm 10th grade representative of my amazing school filled with young men and women, Union Square Academy for Health Sciences. So today we're talking about gun violence. As we know, 10 years ago, or almost 10 years ago, on December 14th, was the Sandy Hook Massacre. All of those young children would have been our age, who knows how old or how capable they would have been back then. So what's going to happen in the next 10 years, 20 years, 30 years? Guns, guns, and guns, all of us dying. Some of those kids could have been great teachers, contributed to our society, but we would never know. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, hello. So, I just wanted to say, now's the time and forever until, as we grow old and past childhood, we need to fight for our legislative rights, and we need to end gun violence now.
Hey guys, my name is Grace Rivera. I'm the class president of Union Square Academy for Health Sciences, and I just want to say how proud I am of seeing so many people here today to fight for our rights, right, and our protection. It is appalling to me, and it's insane and unacceptable that a gun has more rights than a woman in America. Unacceptable and appalling. That we have to think about our futures being at risk, that we have to take precautions, that students with dreams have to fear losing their lives just to receive an education. So I plead you all to keep using your voices, provide platforms, show that there is a space for your voice. You need to be heard, and thank you all for just coming out today.
Hi, I'm Wendy Chavez. I'm the 12th grade representative at Union Square Academy for Health Sciences. Big shout out to the school. I just wanted to say my deepest condolences to the victims of the recent shooting that just happened. I can never imagine, the fear that the parents went through. Just thinking about my little brother going to school, and then I just can't imagine it. School should not become a war zone. Children should not be at risk when they're going to school, when they're going to go get an education. It's just like my dear guys said, it's appalling, it's so saddening, and yeah, it's just messed up. It's really messed up. There is no words. So we just wanted to start a chat. Protect our future leaders, and this is a school zone, not a war zone. This is a school 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 zone. No more silence and gun violence. 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 No more silence. 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 And gun violence. Protect the leaders of our. Protect our future leaders.
Protect our future leaders. Protect our future leaders.
Protect our future leaders. Protect our future leaders. Protect our future leaders. Protect our future leaders. Protect our future leaders. Protect our future leaders. Protect our future leaders. We just wanted to thank you for taking the time out of your day, coming out here and using your voices. Thank you. Let's keep it going.
To be safe in your schools. This is what we need, and and this is what we're gonna go out and project once we start marching. So I wanted to say that, and I wanted to call on people. We got a table over there by that lamp with materials, with stickers, with green bandanas, and I want to call on the students that walked out around gun violence. Put the green on. Represent the way. We're taking inspiration from our sisters in Colombia, in Argentina, in Mexico, who took up the green and took to the streets. And in Colombia, they decriminalized abortion. And this is what we need to do here in this country. And set different terms and say, with this green, not only are we for abortion rights, but we're going to fight to defend it. And we're going to continue to be in the streets and say, overturn Roe, hell no. So I want to welcome our next speaker, Samsara Taylor, who is a co-initiator of this organization, RiseUpForAbortionRights.org, and she is the co-host of the RNL Revolution Nothing Less show on YouTube.
First, I want to give my love to all you beautiful people who are out here today. As I said before, yeah, make some noise for yourselves. I know it's a scary time. I know it's a time when a lot of people are experiencing deep grief and heartache. And I'm going to talk about this. It's a scary time for the future. It's a scary time for tomorrow. But it is important that you are feeling yourselves out here, because you are doing the most righteous and beautiful and uplifting and hopeful thing, which is being out here in public standing up. So I do think I want to give you some love, and I want you guys to give yourselves some love. Go for it. Make some noise for yourselves out here. As Michelle said, I am a co-initiator of Rise Up for Abortion Rights, and I have a major message to everybody here today. Your assault on the half of humanity that is born female, and on society and justice as a whole. This must be defeated. That draft decision must not be allowed to become the law. And this can be defeated. I am here today to say, not only do we need to fight to stop this, we can win this. We need to stop it, because when women are denied the right to abortion, women are forced to have children against their will, and this is a form of violence. This is a form of subjugation, male supremacist domination of women. It shatters lives. It forecloses dreams. It forces women and girls to drop out of school, to lose their jobs, to be trapped in abusive relationships. It drives women into poverty, and it causes many women to lose their very lives. We have to stop this from becoming the law in this country. And when I say it can be stopped, a lot of people, they don't believe me. They think I'm naive. They think that I don't understand, or you don't understand how powerful the fascists on the Supreme Court are. Then maybe we don't realize that there's a fascist women-hating movement in this country that has been built up over decades to terrorize and bomb abortion clinics, to kill doctors, to take over state legislatures, to pass things like that fascist law this morning in Oklahoma that bans all abortions. Well, I know they're powerful. I take them very seriously, which is why I am determined to insist, and you need to be determined to insist, that we stop them from getting any more power. And we know that they're powerful, but as much as they wish they were, they are not all powerful, and they are not gods. We have power too, and our power is in the fact that we are right. We have justice on our side. We have the interests of women and humanity as a whole on our side. We have right on our side. And if we dare If we lift our sights, if we don't lose our nerve, if we go out and struggle with others, we can wake up a force that is a match for them. I want you to imagine, that's right. I want you to imagine if all the tens of thousands of people who marched in the streets in the last few weeks after the Supreme Court draft was leaked, marched with tears in their eyes and rage in their hearts, if they came back in these streets and they kept coming back, and if the thousands across this country who have marched with Rise Up for Abortion Rights saying, overturn Roe, overturn Roe, if we came back and we lifted people's sights, I want you to imagine not just continuing the walkouts, but you young people using your moral authority and your daring for the future to march to the hospitals at shift change, to challenge the nurses and the doctors and the healthcare workers to come out and join this fight because they know it's right. I want you to imagine marching to the theater districts and calling on the artists and the actors and the audiences to come out in the streets and join us. I want you to imagine our beloved artists and actors using their influence, their stages, their platforms to call on more people to come into the streets. I want you to imagine if every one of the bus drivers and subway conductors and soccer moms transporting their kids to the games, if they decided they were going to bring it to a halt and stop the railways and stop the roads, even for an hour, and shake this society. I want you to imagine the pulpits and the mosques and the synagogues turning their faith into action in the streets. If we came out in our millions in massive, non-violent, determined, relentless, sustained struggle, not one day and go back to normal, but again and again, calling on others, we can create a situation where those on the Supreme Court and the fascists everywhere else have to calculate, have to recognize that if they go forward, they will lose any shred of legitimacy. In the eyes of the people of this country and around the world, we have that power if we are visible in these streets. I want you to imagine the green, painting this whole city and this whole country green. Everybody wearing the bandana every day, tying it around trees, hanging it out your window, green flags on the cars, the lawn signs. I want you to imagine green draped over the statues of patriarchal, misogynist pigs, turning them green. I want us to do daring things. I want this country to be a sea of green, unignorable, showing people how many of us there are and encouraging the daring of so much more. We have right on our side, and there are so many millions of lives in the balance. Now is not the time to lose our nerve. Now is not the time to give up without a fight. Now is the time to lift our sights and dare. So I want to call on you, each of you, as you march today, call on people to join us. But also this Sunday, register now, this Sunday, at 5 o'clock Eastern, we are having a national organizing Zoom. Every one of you needs to be in this because we need your ideas. We need your questions. We need your participation. We need your families to join. We need all of the people who are going to tell you they're inspired by what they did, but they didn't join you. You need to get them to register and join us. We need thousands of people tuning in to work together this Sunday to carve out the next steps where we are going to dare. Look, it's the third quarter. The decision from the Supreme Court is coming soon. We are coming from behind. But all the greatest movies, all the greatest songs, all the greatest legends are about the underdogs who rose when everybody counted them out. So don't let them count us out. Now is the time to rise. Don't underestimate your power, and do not underestimate what we can accomplish. Be part of this organizing summit on Sunday. Let's take the future back. I want everybody, you have a role to play. Everybody has a role to play. So let me end with this. I want to acknowledge, as I began, that today is a day of great heartache. And to everybody who has walked out against the gun violence and the slaughter in Texas, and against the horrific white supremacist massacre in Buffalo, and all the other cruel and vicious violence. I share your heartache. I share your grief. I share your fear, but I do not share the despair that so many are feeling. I recognize the danger, but I also see the basis for hope. And I want to invite you to be part of pulling open the big questions about why this keeps happening. What this has to do with the history of white supremacist terror in this country, this gun violence. What it has to do with the violence that the U.S. pervades around the world, with its war crimes and crimes around the world. What this has to do with the misogyny and the cruel, masculine, patriarchal culture of brutality. There are answers, sisters and brothers and beautiful people, beyond what I can speak about today, but I want to invite you to be part of lifting your heads and asking those questions and seeking those answers. And for my part, I want to invite you. I put out a Revolution Nothing Less show. I'm a co-host. It's on YouTube. We dig into these questions. They're deep, they're profound, but there is a way through them and there is a way forward. It's at youtube.com/therevcoms. I invite you, I urge you, and most of all, I salute you for being out here. We are going to go forward and we have to dare to fight to win. There's the whole future on the line. Let us not lose our nerve now. Thank you.
Right now, in a few years, from where you guys are right now, I was at the position in my life where I needed to decide to have an abortion and did so. And the state in which I had that abortion is one of these states that is on the line over the next few years that will absolutely take away the right to abortion if Roe is overturned. And let me make it very clear to you that conservatives in this country have been trying to overturn Roe since the day that it was made law of the land. They have been mobilizing, they have been one voice, they have taken religion and used it as their bully pulpit to make sure that this existential right for women and for people who menstruate and for people who have uteruses is not available. They have been working on this since the 1970s. And that is why we're here. Because they have been calculated. They have been very, very sharp in their rhetoric, and they have made sure to use Jesus in the way that he would never have intended his name be used. That is why we are here. And we have to be just as calculated, just as smart, smarter even, which shouldn't be hard, but there's a lot of evil out here, and there's a lot of evil working against us in this movement. My mother as well. My mother had an abortion when she was in college, and that abortion enabled her to give birth to me, to make the choice to be a mother when she was ready, when her body was ready. Absolutely. I am here as the result of an abortion. And that is something we don't talk about enough. Women have the choice. People who have uteruses have the choice to make decisions about their own bodily autonomy. And anybody who tries to make you believe otherwise is committing violence against you. Now, I am just an actor, so a lot of the incredible work that is being done in this activism space and by you guys here today is so above my pay grade, and I want you to give yourselves a round of applause for showing up, because activist work takes you showing up every single day. There is only so much that the human mind can take, and we are standing at a moment in which we are being asked to process an amount of grief that is inhuman. It is unimaginable. And if you don't think these issues are closely related to gun violence, may I remind you that the #1 cause of death for pregnant women in the United States is gun violence. That a time when a woman in intimate partner violence is the most at risk is when she finds out she is pregnant with that abusive partner's baby. that is the moment that her life is the most at threat. So make no mistake, they want women dead. They do. They want children dead. There has not been enough to end the inaction, so we have to decide to end the inaction for ourselves. We have to wake up every single day and commit ourselves to this, because the minute we grow tired, that is when they come in and they chip away more rights. Everyone will be next. They will not be done until this country looks like one nation under patriarchy. They will not stop. They want it to look like the Revolutionary War. Like they want us to be in 1776 all over again. So if we will not go back, say overturn Roe, hell no! We will not go back. 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 That is what I like to hear. Thank you so much for walking out of your classrooms today. It makes a huge difference. Please come march with us. We're going to be marching that way. This is so exciting to see all of you young people. The kids are definitely all right. Thank you so much.
Okay, so we're going to start marching soon. We will be marching on Broadway to the Brooklyn Bridge.
So we do want to call on people. There's an organizing table right there. Get a bunch of flyers, and along the way, let's hand it out to people. Call on people to sign up to the National Summit. There's this sign somewhere with a QR code that you can scan to sign up. But everybody here should not leave without signing up to the National Summit. It's exactly what our sister just said. Everybody, you know, yes, coming out in the streets is very important, but we have to go and get more people. We got to get organized. So we're going to follow this banner, overturn Roe, hell no. We want people to stay behind the banner, and you're going to follow me and my sister right here. We're going to march as we're going to exit out Broadway, and let's wait there until we lead you guys into the streets, all right? But let's get going. Overturn Roe? Hell no! Overturn Roe? Hell no! When I say post Roe, you say hell no. Post Roe? Hell no! Post Roe? Hell no! When I say no retreat, you say stay in the streets. No retreat? Stay in the streets! No retreat? Stay in the streets! That's right, let's go, y'all.
They got my information. I don't have, I'm Barry.
Barry?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Can I, because we really, I saw you had a good spot. So, and I was in the back and people kept getting in front of me. So I just want to make sure we have a way of reaching.
But like I said, whichever is quicker.
Okay.
Or like, do the quicker and then later or tomorrow you can send it.
No, I'll do it tonight. Okay. I'm just, all I got to do is go to work. I got one building I got to work. I just got to get there.
Okay, thanks, Barry.
No problem.